Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, who does not want a younger, tighter looking face? The problem is a lot of products and even techniques can take weeks, even months to get you results. Or does it really have to be that way? Well, I can tell you, no, it does not. And I've taken 3 very popular videos and made a compilation for you today of the best tricks and techniques from my 37 years as an esthetician that can get your face looking younger in the very same day. And a couple of these techniques under 10 minutes. Now, because I'm about to turn 60, yes, 60 in a couple of weeks, I get asked all the time, what do I actually do to keep my skin looking so good every single day? And the tips I'm sharing with you in today's video can help you do the very same thing. So now I'm going to shut up and let's dive in. How would you like to give your face a lift in under 2 minutes? No products, no surgeries, no Botox. Well, I'm going to share how to do that in today's video. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about a method that works to lift, tighten, and tone the face and even the jawline, and it all happens in about 90 seconds. No products, no Botox, no weird tricks or treatments. It's simply an exercise method, nope, not face yoga, not this time, that actually helps tighten and tone the muscles just under the skin, improves that superficial circulation that's so important to having your skin be healthy and look good, and it stimulates collagen production. Something we all need to think about because skincare products, as hard as they work, it really is keeping that superficial fascia collagen firm and supple so that our skin looks really great. And I can tell you a lot of these types of exercises that I've been doing throughout the years, I'm 59 now for those of you who do not know me, have really helped me keep my skin and face in great shape. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 36 years. I know, right? A long time. Here to help people like you find skincare that will work for them, not empty their wallet, and not do them more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. So let's get into these exercises for the face. They're very simple. You can do these exercises with using the palm of your hands, but you can also use those very small massage balls, and I'll put a link to those down below in the video description box. Now, before I do these, I like to apply a facial oil to my skin just to minimize any skin stretching. We don't want to stretch the skin. That's not really great for it. So I'm going to be applying today, this is Maylove's Love 31 Precious Facial Oil. It's a mixture of light oils for the skin. You can use any facial oil or even like sweet almond oil for this purpose. And I will put links down below to suggested facial oils in the video description box for you as well. So let's apply some of this oil to my skin. Doesn't take very much, as I say, with skincare products of any kind. And I'm just gonna pat that in. And because of where we're doing these exercises today, it's good to put some of this behind your ear and just below your jaw. You're gonna see why in just a second. Now, to start this first exercise, you're gonna take the palm of your hand, pinky side first, and place it just under the jawbone. You can open and close your mouth like this, and you will feel the jawbone move. That's when you know you have the palm of your hand placed in the right area. Using gentle but firm circles, you're going to massage this area with about 15 repetitions. Takes about 10 seconds. And it is surprisingly soothing. And now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Palm, pinky side, just under the jawbone again, just so you can find the placement. Gentle but firm pressure. And again, 15 times around, about 10 seconds. Okay, now I know you're asking the question, can you do them at the same time? Yes, you could do this at the same time, but I find it a lot easier to do one side at a time. Now we're gonna work those muscles and circulation just around and under the cheekbone. Same thing, we're gonna take the palm of our hand and place it just below the cheekbone. Again, you can do this, you'll find where that bone is. Again, gentle, firm pressure. And we're gonna do the same thing about 15 times around. We're gonna massage just under the cheekbone. So your palm actually fits between your cheekbone and your jaw, at least it does on my face. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, just underneath. And we're going to do this 15 times around. Now, one of the things you'll notice while you're doing this is the circulation in your skin really begins to increase. We're stimulating a lot of the larger muscles that are around the jaw and just under the cheekbones. And that really does help improve superficial blood flow, getting oxygen and nutrients up to the skin where you need it. And then also stimulating that collagen synthesis, giving our skin a much firmer, more supple feel and look. Now, this next set of exercises is going to be dealing with the temple area, which helps improve tightness and firmness around the eyes and the brow bone. So you need to be very gentle with this. We don't want to put a lot of pressure on our temples, but it is basically the same exact type of exercise. We take the palm of our hand, we're going to put it right on the side of the orbital bone for your eye, and we're going to do the same thing very gently though, not a lot of pressure. It helps to tilt your head toward your hand when you do this. On all of these exercises, actually, it's very helpful to tilt your head. About 10 seconds. Then we want to stop and take a couple of deep breaths. And then we want to just gently press in and out, very gently. And then we want to repeat that on the other side. Same thing, right on the orbital bone, palm of the hand, pinky side, lean the head in, gently massage that, gently, not a lot of pressure. 15 times around. Stop, take a couple of deep breaths while still maintaining some of that pressure, and then press in and out, and in and out, and you're done with the temple area. Now, this next set of exercises in this particular technique and method are called a sweep massage, where we use the tips of our fingers and very gently, feather light gently, we are going to use a sweeping motion to help massage those muscles in the rest of the face. And we'll start with the brow. I'm going to put our fingertips in the middle and just lightly sweep. That's why this oil is so helpful. Just lightly sweep those muscles under the skin. My skin is not even stretching as I do this because my fingertips are just gliding right over that. You want to do this sweep about 8 times. And then we want to move on to the nose using your right or left hand and gently sweep downward. That helps work out those wrinkles. I have them too right on the bridge of my nose, and that number 11 you all love so much. Again, 8 times is enough. Then we're going to move to the face, and we're going to move in an outward motion, just lifting and massaging those muscles just under the eye and over the cheek. 8 motions. Then we're going to do the same thing just above the jawbone, between the lips and the earlobe. Very lightly. 7 and 8. And next we're going to move on to the neck using the same sweeping type of massage, but there's a little bit of a difference here that may catch some of you off guard, because usually when we're talking about putting products on the neck, we talk about moving the neck skin upward. We don't want to stretch it. Because this is a massage and we're targeting specific muscles in the neck with these sweeps, we're going to use a downward motion. So it's really important to have this very hydrated. Again, I suggest you use some sort of facial oil so that we minimize any stretching. So you take your fingertips just under the jawbone, under the ear, and move them very gently. You'll feel those muscles. I can really feel them as I'm talking to you guys. You will feel those muscles. Just again, 8 sweeps, very light, very gentle. And then the same thing down here just above the collarbone. We want to massage those muscles. Now, this method also helps with lymph drainage in the face, which means it's going to reduce puffiness under your eyes. It's going to give your face a refreshed, lifted look that will last for several hours, sometimes all day. I like to use these exercises before I'm going out or being photographed or doing any sort of event. But as a general rule, you can do them anytime you want. This method is going to give you great results in under 2 minutes, and it's going to give you short-term results, but also help improve the look and health of your face and skin in the long term. What if you could get a professional level spa grade facial, a resurfacing of your skin, take 5 to 10 years off the look of your skin in just 2 minutes? I'm going to show you how to do that in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have some fun. I'm going to show you how to take about 5 years, maybe 10 years off the look of your face by resurfacing it with a product that you can get yourself and do all of this at home very simply in about 2 minutes. And it's not something you're going to do every day, about once a week, which makes the cost of it even less. And these are over-the-counter products that don't cost very much in the first place, but I always recommend and suggest that people consider having a good, solid, deep exfoliation step somewhere in their skincare routine at least once a week, so that you can reset your skin and have it look absolutely fabulous. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 36 years, helping folks like you find skincare that will work for them, not empty their wallets, and not do them more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. So let's get to it. Now, I'm obviously ready to go here. I have clean, dry skin, which is what you need to start. The product that we're going to be talking about first is the Olay Regenerist Mask Vitamin C AHA Peel. I know, such a long name. So this is what the product looks like here, and don't worry, I will be linking to the products I talk about in this video down in the video description box for you to check them out when we're done. But this is what's in that box, and it's a peeling medium. There's 2 steps to this. The first is the mask itself. And we're gonna take a look here at what this looks like. You can see it's sort of a gel. Now this gel has a bit of a gritty feel to it, but there's a reason for that, because we are gonna be doing an exfoliation step here. We're gonna apply it to the skin. And it doesn't take a whole lot of this product, but you need to use enough to make sure that you're gonna be able to cover the face with a thin layer of this medium. And it smells just heavenly. It smells very citrusy, very orangey. And then you're gonna take your fingers and you're simply gonna gently massage the skin with this medium, this mask, for about a minute, no more than a minute. So if you need to set a timer, because we don't want to overdo it. We don't want to over scrub the skin. We want to avoid the lips and the eye area, but the nose, the bridge of the nose and between the eyes is just fine. And when you've thoroughly gotten all the areas of your face, you're ready for the next step. So part 2 of this product is actually an AHA glycolic acid peel activator. And what we're going to do now is apply a generous amount of this gel. And as you can see here, it's fairly thin, but you want to apply enough of this that it melts that mask away. Again, not being afraid to be generous with the gel. They give you plenty. Another thing I like about this product is you get about 5 to 6 uses out of it. So it really does, again, bring the value of the product up. As you can see here, it's melting away the mask, it's foaming up and actually removing the very outer layer of dead skin. Now, this is not penetrating down into live skin cells, so it's not gonna burn your skin or leave it raw in any way. You just give this a minute to foam up and melt this away, and then you rinse the entire mask off with warm water. All right, once you've made a big mess like I have, got water all over the bathroom and myself, and you've rinsed the mask off, you want to pat the skin dry, making sure you got all of it off your skin. You don't want to leave any of that on there. And as you can see up close, there's a slight pink glow, and my skin looks amazing because it has taken off all of that old, dull, dry skin that makes our skin look textured, our pores look larger than they really are. That helps to contribute to fine lines and wrinkles and prevents your skincare products from working very well. So now the next step is to not apply a bunch of skincare product to your freshly peeled skin. You want to stick to a simple moisturizer. You can use something like Neutrogena's Hydro Boost with hyaluronic acid. I love this product. But I today am going to be using polyglutamic acid because it's very, very light and it's super hydrating. In fact, it works even better than hyaluronic acid at pulling moisture from the air and into the skin. So I'm just going to pat a little bit of that in and around my face. Give that a minute to absorb. Man, my skin feels so amazing after using that product. It's one of my favorites. And again, I do this process once a week. That's all I need to do just to simply give my face a professional grade reset. Now, very important, guys, do not apply this type of peel to your skin if you just shaved. You need to wait at least an hour after shaving so that the pores can normalize because it will sting. It's an AHA glycolic acid peel. And if you're doing this in the morning like I'm doing today, you want to make sure that you're using a good sunscreen because you want to protect that freshly peeled skin from UVA, UVB light because we've taken away its own natural protective layer. Now this is Brush On Block. It's one of my favorites. It's a powder and it goes on very easily. It's very light and it works very well on freshly peeled skin because oftentimes liquid or gel or cream type sunscreens can sting a little bit on freshly peeled skins. Again, I'll put a link to this down below in the video description box as well. And there's one more step I want to mention that's really important to help maintain the results of this weekly peel, and that's using a product like this. This is Alpha Skincare's 14% glycolic acid renewal serum. Any glycolic serum from 10 to 14% is perfectly appropriate. You don't use it the same day you do the peel, but you would use it in your routine the following mornings after doing this peel, and it will help you maintain the results. Again, all of these products really inexpensive. The cost of this type of peel in a salon professionally can be upwards of $300. What's the number one thing that you could do to never look older? It doesn't have anything to do with a skincare product. The answer might surprise you. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, when we're talking about not looking older, skincare products, obviously important and do help to a great extent. But the number one thing that causes everyone, no one's immune, to look older as we move through the years is the amount of bone and fat loss that occurs in our body, in particular in our face. That is why oftentimes, even though we may see folks with really good, great looking skin, but they are still dealing with sagging, drooping skin or changes in the way their actual face looks because the placement of fat pads under the skin on the face have moved, changed, or shrunk. Now, facial fat loss, also known as lipotrophy, can occur for a lot of reasons, not just aging. Other things like genetics, medical conditions, and even medications can create this problem. And while it may not be possible to completely reverse facial fat loss and bone loss, there are some solid strategies that we're going to go over in today's video to prevent further loss and improve the appearance of facial volume. So let's dive in. I want to share a quick story with you because I have of late had more commentary about the fact that I look better in person than I actually do on camera. And in fact, one of the things that people point out because of my age, for those of you who don't know, I'm 59, going to be 60 in March, is that I don't seem to have lost any of the fat in my face. It happened recently on my trip to California. Getting on the plane, a flight attendant tapped me on the shoulder and asked me if I was a YouTuber because I looked familiar. And of course I said yes. And she said, "We thought so because we recognized you as you were getting on the plane and I wanted to come over and tell you that we really, all of us watch your channel, love your skincare tips, and you look amazing in person. How do you do it?" And then there was this comment that just came up yesterday on one of my videos. And it's kind of funny because everyone concentrates on skincare products, and while they do help prevent fat loss to a degree, it really is that fat and bone loss that causes the droopy, sagging skin that we see. So there are two important things we want to do. Number one, we want to prevent bone and fat loss in the face and body. And number two, encourage collagen production and protect the collagen that we already have. How do we do that? Well, one of the number one ways, obviously, is to have filler used to replace the volume in the face. This is a very common practice. We see it all the time. People use dermal fillers to actually build up volume in the areas where it's lost, typically the jawline, the cheeks, the lips, and the upper brow. These would be your Restylane, Juvederm, and Sculptra, which are injected by dermatologists or medical professionals in those areas to beef those areas back up. It is a temporary fix, although it is immediate and it can be costly and there are risks involved. But there are other ways we can address this without having to resort to injections. Now, one of the things that I have done for years myself are incorporating a series of facial exercises that I actually learned from my grandmother. And for those of you who've been following me on the channel, you know all about these because I talk about them and have done videos on them in the past. And these types of exercises, when done consistently, help tone and tighten the skin, but also build up the muscles underneath the skin, helping to lift and firm and give your entire face a more youthful appearance. Now, as I said, I have a whole series of videos dedicated to facial yoga and exercises. If this is an approach that you think is interesting for you, there will be a link down below in the video description box where you can access them and watch them for yourself. And then there is facial massage, which is very helpful for a lot of people, especially in toning the areas of the neck the jawline, and the cheeks. There are several different methods of massage for the face, like gua, which help improve superficial circulation, lymph drainage, which gets rid of some of that puffiness, helps stimulate collagen production, and improve the look of your facial contours. Okay then, so what about skincare? Well, there are certain skincare products, as I said in the beginning, that can really help improve the look of your skin, but also help stimulate collagen production and play a big role in the prevention of fat loss in the face, meaning that they can help improve your skin's texture and the appearance of facial volume. Now, there are 5 must-haves in an anti-aging skincare routine that I always recommend. The first one is a good vitamin C serum applied every morning, followed by a peptide complex serum, which are amino acids that your skin and collagen actually use to rebuild themselves. Then, of course, a good moisturizer that contains hyaluronic acid or polyglutamic acid, which are molecules that pull moisture from the air into the skin, keeping your skin plumped and hydrated, making it look far younger than it normally would when it's dry. And then, of course, the consistent use of a good sunscreen, and at night, the use of a retinoid, whether that be a retinol product, retinaldehyde, or even prescription strength tretinoin. Those 5 steps together can really help improve the look of your face, help preserve fat under the skin. Retinoids in particular have the ability to increase facial volume, and that is the only skincare topical we have that can permanently do that. Of course, the number one biggie being the use of sunscreen every day, no matter what, applying it properly and every 2 hours if you're outdoors. Sunscreen is so important. It's one of the things that I've done since I was in my late teens, and you can see the benefits that I have. And I know it is the key player in the reason I have not developed saggy skin anywhere, even on my arms. So sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, sunscreen. Did I tell you need to wear sunscreen? Or all of these other skincare steps don't mean a thing in the long run. So yes, your anti-aging skincare routine plays an integral role in how you're going to age. And I will put links down below in the video description box on the type of products I recommend for each of these steps, so you can check all those out and shore up your own skincare routine. And of course, I would not be doing any of us a favor if I did not mention the fact that you need to take a look at your lifestyle and make it as healthy as you can. Lean into healthy eating. That's lean meats. That's healthy fats, omega-3s. Staying hydrated, avoiding excessive alcohol use, and of course, smoking is a big one. All of which can actually lead to thinning skin and really does do a lot of damage to your skin's elasticity. Looking at levels of stress and stress management, I can't emphasize this one enough. We now know that chronic stress leads to the signs of premature aging. I myself practice mindful meditation every single day, and I can tell you when I skip it, I really know it. It's just like this other important lifestyle habit of getting enough sleep and rest. Your body and your skin in particularly have an overnight repair cycle that happens about 10 o'clock at night until 3 or 4 in the morning. And when we miss out on that, your skin can't repair itself, damaged cells build up, and we begin to see those effects. And the old saying, everyone needs some beauty rest, is really true. Now, depending on your individual circumstances, there are always cosmetic procedures and in-office treatments. There are therapies like laser therapy, oil therapy, facelifts, and thread lifts. All can be helpful. These procedures alone are incorporated with the other things that we've talked about today, can address sagging skin and loss of facial volume. But if you decide to go that route, it's extremely important that you seek out a certified individual, dermatologist, medical professional to perform those treatments. They can actually design an optimized treatment plan for you and get you the kind of results that you actually are looking for and deserve. And as to my own personal strategy on how I handle this, there are some things that I do myself. I incorporate the use of collagen peptides in my diet every single day as a supplement. I do those 5 must-have steps that I talked about in the video earlier, including the facial massage and facial yoga. And I am truly not ever without my sunscreen. I also use red light therapy and EMS strategy on my skin. Those are some things that I talk about on the channel a whole lot. So if you haven't subscribed, this would be a good time to do that and go and find those videos. Again, I'll link to all of that down below in the video description box, along with the exact type of products I recommend in a skincare routine. All of that so we can make it really easy for you to find what you need. Now, I hope you guys found this compilation video today helpful. If you did, please like it, share it out, let me know down in the comments below. below. And for even more ways to roll back that clock on skin and body aging, be sure and check out this video I've picked out for you coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. We're now 350,000 subscribers strong. Wow, all because of you guys sharing out this information. So stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you over on that next video.